The polar opposite prisms through which NFL front offices evaluated Penn State cornerback Daequan Hardy speaks to the inexact science that is the draft process. Scouts in suits who approached Hardy's assessment with a mopey, glass-half-empty mindset likely got hung up on the glaring measurement deficiencies that set his college ceiling no higher than a situational slot corner. And in their defense, they're not wrong. At 5'9", he's small. At 179 pounds, he's light. And, unfortunately, Hardy's hands and wingspan are proportional to his slight stature, which is a bit of an issue in a league full of anatomical outliers. But for those decision makers whose spirit guide is a laminated employee break room motivational poster and guys who just ooze positivity from their pores, Hardy's elite athletic traits supersede any concerns about his shortcomings. Pun intended. Over the past 3 seasons, Hardy proved to be an irreplaceable piece on a perennial top 10 FBS defense, trusted to make game-defining plays in high-leverage situations. Despite seeing a fraction of the reps, Hardy's career statistical output, 5 interceptions, 15 pass breakups, and a 68.3 passer rating allowed when targeted, topped the production of Penn State's 4 starting corners since 2020, all of which were drafted. So while he'll never grow into an every-down answer in the secondary on Sundays, Hardy possesses every attribute needed to one day become a strategic, sawed-off solution for teams seeking a stopper in the slot on obvious 3rd and longs or pass-happy 2-minute scenarios. Spud web and shoulder pads, Hardy's 42.5-inch vertical leap at the NFL Combine tied for first amongst the entire field of invitees. Even better, those eyebrow-raising bunnies correlate to what we see on tape, as Hardy's bounce and impeccable timing allows him to combat balls at the catch point in spite of his size. Confident in his sub 4.4 40 straight line speed, Hardy never loses his cool when the ball is in the air. He simply turns, locates, shields the wide receiver, and challenges at the apex. Unlike teammates and fellow draftees Kalen King and Johnny Dixon, there's no real panicky clutching or grabbing mucking up Hardy's film. In fact, in 5 years at Penn State, Hardy was only penalized twice in 124 career targets despite operating in a heavy man coverage scheme. When asked to play man in 2023, Hardy only permitted 9 of 25 total targets to be caught, the stingiest completion percentage allowed when comparing slot corners in this year's draft class. When opposing offensive coordinators pick on Hardy, the 3rd-team All-Big Ten honoree just handles business, bravely sifting through the oversized trash on screens and outside runs to hunt down the ball carrier. As you might imagine, Hardy occasionally looks like a little brother when trying to bring down big guys, but he's far from a liability when forced to trigger downhill and tackle in open space, displaying an advanced understanding of route concepts and play structure that mostly nullifies run-after-catch opportunities for the offense. Of course, when you're Hardy's size, physicality is a double-edged sword. Try as he might, Hardy is often overmatched at the top of routes, and does lack the confidence to touch up receivers, making transitions tougher on two-way goes. Thankfully, Hardy's elite special teams prowess both as a gunner and as an electric punt returner should justify him occupying a 53-man roster spot. The type of job security that offers him a longer runway to mature from a break glass in case of emergency depth piece, and into a reliable passing down specialist in nickel and dime sub packages.